Hi guys, I want to do a restream of my friend's video because he said he was going to make it private. I'm kind of busy, quit interrupting me. He said he might make it private and I didn't want that to happen. Or I didn't want to lose what he said. So I'm going to restream this. There we go. This is Tony's Coffee House is the name of his channel.
All right, let's see if I can do this and go live in a better way if possible. We will see. I'm trying on the other computer with OBS, and if you can hear me, I'm sure I will not be on long. I do not plan on being on here long, because the subject should be pretty simple. I believe in the Bible. I don't believe in all the extra New Age stuff, and most of the things that people teach in the truther community is strictly New Age, strictly New World Order stuff, the, New Age stuff. And they embrace it with open arms. They embrace this New World Order and New Age stuff with open arms, like the esoteric movement, questioning everything. Don't trust the Bible. It all had to have come from some other religion, and this all comes from one type of area, one groupthink. This lady, Madame Blavatsky, in The Secret Doctrine. People are teaching it. You may not know that they are teaching it, but they are teaching this. They may be hidden teachers of this New Age doctrine, but if you ever take the time and study this stuff, and don't ask them, because they will twist your head and they'll get you thinking out your ass so quick. These New Agers will get you spinning on a merry-go-round, and you won't even be able to get out of the conversation. You won't be able to get out a rational thought, because in this Secret Doctrine and some other books, it's given the arguments and blatantly, without any apologies, to destroy Christianity. And so this is what's been going on. She said it would take 100 years or so for this stuff to take root. That would have been 1991. Hi, Super. 1991, and then it's just now in 2010 when this stuff is fully realized. This is only within the last 10 or 20 years, that for the last 100 or so years, that this stuff was put into our society as a way to structure the groupthink and bring everybody into ascension and one consciousness. It's everything that I hear. It's almost like those people that are teaching this are reading her doctrine, but not telling people that they're reading a doctrine like this. Not telling people that they're teaching this. The mudflooders, the New Agers, the Satanists, they all teach out of the same thing. And I think that 90% of them know exactly what they're teaching. And they're just sheepishly leading people to disbelieve in God, to believe in Him in some other way. And when I read that article earlier, there's hundreds and even thousands of articles with it, and these New Agers won't listen to me. They will not. They will continue to deceive, and they will act like they didn't hear this conversation. They will act like they didn't realize what they were doing. But I promise you that this is what they're teaching, this secret doctrine, and that's why I don't agree with all that. And for me to get labeled, I pretty much got labeled earlier because somebody come in that's a friend, and obviously I think that he's part of this New Age. He's teaching the same doctrine as she is. Doesn't mean I don't like the guy. But because I'm associated with him, I can't even fellowship with other believers because they're like, this is very New Age, and most of the Christian world knows it. Most of the Christian world knows it. But they are capturing these people into this new doctrine, and it's becoming very popular. and there's a big push for this. And they're teaching it, and they ain't telling you what they're teaching or what doctrine they're reaching from. This stuff has permeated our culture. It's very sad, and it's very frustrating. This kind of stuff is an infiltration. So when I get people that are friendly, that are into the New Age, and they know that I'm a Christian, but they're teaching things out of this doctrine, they know that they're in opposition to me. So that means that they aren't my friends, or they are. Or what is it? Because are you my friend and you're trying to undermine my faith and trying to get people around me to turn away from Jesus? And that makes you kind of like the wolf in sheep's clothing. If you're coming in here at a Christian believing channel and teaching New Age that is in total opposition to Jesus and the teachings of the Bible, and teaching this New Age secret doctrine, look into it. It's not even that hard to find. It's permeated our culture, and it's permeated YouTube, and it's all over the place. You cannot turn your head without seeing her influence in these chats. She was set out to undermine and dismantle Christianity, to bring around a one world religion, to bring around this wild teaching. I don't even like to get into accusations, and I don't mean to make anyone feel bad, but I tell you what, if you're going to lead people away from Jesus, then now I've got a problem, because I can't even have a fellowship with other believers because you're coming in here and making people feel weirded out. Anyway, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you guys for being into this other religion. But just realize that I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible, and you guys want to come in and continually try to dismantle my belief in Jesus. Try to disrupt the fellowship and cause division. Literally, you're against Christianity at that point when you're teaching this secret doctrine. Please try not to do that. I'm not trying to be offensive, but that offended me. You trigger somebody else because of your name, okay? They get triggered because of your name, and then you laugh at them because they're triggered. Hi, Forever. I don't mean to do this. So I do apologize to anyone. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to make this into a mean thing. But now you're teaching another gospel. The Bible says that I shouldn't even deal with that, but I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be nice. It doesn't mean that I agree with this New Age stuff by me letting New Agers and stuff come in here. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to, like, I'm compromising my faith in Christ. It doesn't mean that I believe what they believe because I talk to people that believe different. The secret doctrine, you don't know this? You don't know the secret doctrine? You do know this, Skull. You may not know that you know this, but you know this. This is a deep dive in history, and they won't tell you what this is because people have been teaching this in the so-called truther movement, and it's getting on my nerves because I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy that's going to be nice about this, okay? I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be nice about this, so please realize I'm not trying to be a jerk about this, but come on. I know you could say things, but you know that this is the secret doctrine with this I am movement. You know it is. I'm not, or if you don't, then maybe you should look into it. Okay? Not ringing the bell. Wow. It's amazing that you don't know about that because this is what you're searching for. This is what people are leading you to. I would hate to say that because I don't want to lose you, but I don't have you. You know, you're not mine. But I don't want to see you go off into this other doctrine, into this New Age doctrine like everyone else is in. They don't even realize what they're in. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mess. Anyway, I'll get into it more in the future, but I'm not going to sit here and rail about this. I'm sorry. I'm not mad about it, and I will continue YouTubing. But you have to know that I don't stand with this. I don't stand with this. I don't agree with this. I don't have the best arguments. But when I look more and more into this history and the influence, she was an influence, put it this way, she was an influence on so much in our culture that if you don't know about her secret doctrine, the secret doctrine here, the esoteric teachings of this New Age movement, it's crazy. Yeah, this is a New Age. But this is the secret doctrine. And if you just did a little bit of research on who wrote it, some of the influences that she has, and how it's affected our music, she talks hugely, and this is when the music was changed. She was one of the greatest influences on that. She was one of the greatest influences on the evolution, scientism, all this stuff, all kinds of things, okay? This is something that we're being kept from knowing, but this secret doctrine is pretty much our culture. You know, and you want to know why America has fallen and the world has fallen? Well, this is probably one of your keys to understanding that. It's crazy, and some people will buy into it, and they'll love this New Age. They'll love this New World Order. It's about getting rid of God, dismantling Christianity, and bringing in a belief system where all of them... No, the I Am movement is not straight from Jesus. I can't, you know, Brian, I really like you, but you can't come and preach some other gospel anymore, because I'm losing believers. I'm losing fellowship with actual believers because you're teaching a different gospel. I'm not trying to be mean. But it's a different gospel. There is no question in my mind that it's a different gospel, and I'm not trying to be mean about it. And I like you guys. I think you're cool. But I don't like having to bring this up. But when a believer gets turned away because they're seeing this and they think that I'm okay with this, and I'm not. You know that I'm not. You know that this isn't something that I'm into. I'm not into the New Age. The I Am movement or AIM, and it's just the same thing as this secret doctrine. You may not realize it, but it is the exact same thing. It sprang from her teachings. I hope you know that. But the I Am movement sprang from her teachings. She's like the mother of that movement. And I don't mean to be mean. And I could look at it for 100 hours again, and I can try to share it. I looked at it for a few hours today, and I tried to share it, but nobody's going to listen. I get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't want another gospel. That's all. I mean, it's turning people away from Jesus. That isn't right. I can't do it. And they proved it this morning when somebody come in and they're a believer and they didn't even feel comfortable because of that. And that, to me, it triggered me and it triggered them, and I overlooked the triggering, but there is a thing to what he said. And he felt so uncomfortable when he saw that, like it hurt him. And I couldn't even say I'm sorry to him, and that person left. And you're staying, but yeah, we just drove off another believer because of this. So this is becoming a problem. Now this is a problem. Now this is something that I have to address. I overlooked it, not realizing that it's going to cause damage without addressing this. I Am movement is not Christianity. I can't see it as Christianity because I know the origins of it is from this secret doctrine. And I could dig into it and I can keep talking about it, but I don't want to pick. I'm not going to pick about nitpicking words and doing word plays and stuff like that. You do a lot of word plays, Ryan. I really like you. You're a cool guy, you know, and you're welcome to be here, but I'm removing the moderator because I don't think that we'll ever see eye to eye with this. You know what I'm saying? We can be friends, but I don't think that we believe in the same thing is all. That's all. And I can tell you that because it's not in line with the scriptures. It's kind of scripturish. It's a word play on scriptures. Like there's a secret teachings inside the Word of God. And I don't mean to keep going. I mean, I know that you're busy. And it isn't even just about you, Ryan. You see what I'm saying? It's not just you. It's all over the place. See, that's what I don't like bringing up a certain subject, because somebody might think that it's only about them, but it's not. Here, let me see. My vision is really bad. I'm trying to find, I got a playlist, and there's one more video for this playlist here, and this is from a person that's into it. If I can get it to play, and it's a short one, and hopefully I can end on this. It isn't going to be the end of the conversation, because now I have to sit here and defend my faith. Now I have to defend my faith. Now people think that of me. And just because other people are teaching it doesn't mean, or they believe it doesn't mean that I do. And I know it's a problem. I know it's a problem. It's not even an issue. I'm trying to be nice to you. Doesn't mean I agree with you.
Well, the I am teachings are really very new. Given by Godfrey Ray King.
Godfrey Ray King.
And he was a student of theosophy.
See? Theosophy. See, the guy that came up with this I am movement is a student of theosophy, which is Madame Blavatsky's. It's plain. If you follow the breadcrumbs, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not making this up.
In New York City. And basically all of these paths that are prevalent today, these esoteric paths, stem back from Madame Blavatsky.
Yeah, sorry. But this is it. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is from one of the people that are teaching it. He agrees with it. He's telling you the origins and the development of it. It's from Madame Blavatsky. It's from the Theosophical Society. This is the core of it. And when you look at what she was into, you can understand that she meant to dismantle Christianity, offering a secret doctrine. The guy that teaches the I am movement learned from the secret doctrine, and that's where he come up with it. It's not a biblical teaching, it's an extra biblical teaching, the secret doctrine. I don't mean to get into this, but it is something that bothers me, because when I can't fellowship with another believer now, and they think that I'm into New Age, then I try to compromise. When I compromise my faith like that and allowing that when people to think that I'm a New Ager, I'm not a New Ager. I'm not a New Ager. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he was a real person, that he was God, that he died, that he rose again, that he's coming back. I believe that he's the creator of everything. I don't believe that I'm God, and I don't believe in that we're trying to escape through reincarnation. I don't know. I don't know. I get it. I'm not mad at you. I just can't sit here and lose fellowship with believers over this. I can't. Because if I do that, then I'm excluding myself. It's ISIS revealed. Come on now. It's plain.
Actually, Godfrey didn't even really give the whole teaching back in the 30s, because a lot of people, they didn't feel they were ready to meditate.
Yeah, they weren't ready for everything that he was revealing to them, just a part of it. That's where the I am movement came from. This is one of the people that's in the I am movement explaining the origins. This isn't somebody that's against it that I'm watching. See, release the consciousness of I am, which is God in action. This is an esoteric teaching. This is not biblical. This is not biblical. It's based off the secret doctrine.
They didn't want people to be passive. It's like during the Depression, and people were depressed, and they thought, sense of abundance. And so what I've seen is even today, a lot of the Ascended Master groups don't really talk about how to realize God. It's all in creating.
You know, realizing God is the I am movement, like God is in everything. It's a book of Thomas, which is very, very Gnostic, very esoteric. It's not even a Christian doctrine. It carries some of the Christian teachings, but then literally, unapologetically injects different teachings in it from different philosophies, and they philosophized the teachings of Jesus into being this. It's a known heretical teachings, and they knew what they were doing back then too.
Create that, affirm this, affirm that, like that movie,
The Secret, yeah, like the movie The Secret, See, that's the same thing as the I am movement is the Secret. Okay.
Well, you look at some of those people, and were they actually able to do that, or they did that at this time, but not another time, or some of them created actually negative situations.
Yeah, well, I had somebody that come in calling, getting all mad at me earlier because of that, and I'm like, now I got to address this. I got to defend my faith, and now I got to uncompromise things. I'm not. Just so you all know, I'm not mad at anyone that's in this. It's just I can't endorse anyone that's into the New Age, because then it makes it look like I'm accepting it. And I can't accept it. Even though I accept you, I don't accept the teachings. I hope you understand that I'm not trying to be mean.
It doesn't really stress how to realize your own divinity. Once you realize that, you don't need to struggle to affirm.
See, realizing your own divinity, and then you don't need to struggle. This is all about you becoming God, realizing your godness.
Or you don't need to say, I am this, I am that, I'm creating this, I'm creating that.
Natural.
Yeah.
As I recall in your book, you were ready to ascend at one point. Instead, you were guided to become a slumlord. What was the significance and meaning of that experience for you? Becoming a slumlord and going to the slum?
Well, I was very ungrounded. I mean, the whole teachings in India were, just surrender, don't be attached to anything. I was swimming in the Ganges and drank the water from the Ganges and from the Mela, and when I came back to the West, wow, why are people so attached to stuff, getting a new car or whatever, new mate or new whatever, and I was completely in this state of non-attachment. And so I thought, why not just leave my body like this yogi in the Himalayas that I had stayed with? And that's when Saint Germain appeared, and he said there's still things to learn. Well, I saw the suffering on the earth, so I just thought I want to come back and help people. And he said, well, if you're going to help people, you need training first. So he sent me to study with Pearl. So part of that training was to learn certain lessons. One of them was to be responsible, on the earth plane. And part of that was learning to say no. Because when you're in the New Age thing, it's like, oh, you want to just please everybody, make everybody happy, and it's all love and light, well, when you have happy family and so on. But the reality is sometimes you need to be able to say no or have boundaries. It's actually the boundaries that help people work together. That poem by Robert Frost,
So those are my boundaries, taking his advice, and I don't think that I need to finish this video.
So yeah, I just wanted to put that on record for my own posterity. I agree with this video and everything he said, and yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.